What if I told you the reason you feel out of place isn't because you're broken? Nah, it's because you were never meant to disconnect from nature in the first place. You see, what if the confusion isn't about who you are, but who you actually were trained to forget? You see, everything in nature is already aligned with the intelligence that created it. Think about it for a second. A tree doesn't worry about how it's going to grow. A river doesn't question the direction it flows. A sun doesn't wake up asking, am I worthy to rise? Just like birds don't attend a seminar on how to fly. And the ocean, it doesn't debate its purpose, it just moves. And that's because it's what it's designed to do. And that's because nature doesn't need instructions. It remembers. Unfortunately, it's us humans that are the interruption. I mean, we're the only species that ask, what am I supposed to do? What's my purpose? Who am I? Meanwhile, every animal out there moves accordingly to its design, instinct intact and rhythm unbroken. But humans? Shit, we stepped out of our design a long time ago and traded our instinct for instructions. That's why the world feels artificial, like a stage. And if you're sensitive to energy, you know exactly what I'm talking about because you can feel it. You can feel when a person or people who have been pulled out of their natural rhythm and placed into an artificial narrative. Yeah. Can we make that make sense? You got to remember, guys, there's nothing new underneath the sun. So the real question was never who am I or what's my purpose. The real question should have been who was I before the world answered for me. Here's another perspective. You got one source, thousands of interpretations, right? But when humanity started to grow a little bit, get bigger and too powerful, that's when all the edits started. Because you don't divide people by controlling their bodies. No, silly. You divide people by controlling their belief systems. Because adding fear to a belief system? You see, fear is a human emotion. Punishment is a human invention. And control was always a human agenda. Once you realize source moves through you and not over you, you'll start to see. Matter of fact, you can't unsee it. You'll start to recognize nature again. You'll remember that alignment was the default, not something to be earned. Nah. You see, the greatest trick was never hiding God, and it wasn't convincing the world that the devil didn't exist. No. You see, the greatest trick was convincing people that they already had the full version of the story. That's why they tell you to have faith. And that's why knowledge creates discernment. Knowing creates sovereignty. And a person who understands and knows that, they can't be governed the same way. The only thing powerful enough to balance that is a shared humanity. Getting on the same frequency and whatnot. So seek understanding, ask better questions, not to be told what to believe, but to remember what you truly are. Because whenever you seek truth, you don't find something new. You find something that was always there. The same source, the same intelligence, and the same connection within you, within nature, within everything that's out there. Right? So, you know the deal. Stay curious, stay enlightened, and always smile. I love y'all. I'll see you on the next one. Later.